Thank you, Anila, Alini, and everyone from MWEC for having me on this call today. As Anila mentioned, I represent all Sikh Americans to condemn the Beth Israel Synagogue attack and all acts of hate and violence that occur in our country and across the world. Just like all of you, I was very horrified and saddened by the events that occurred at the Beth Israel Synagogue, but I'm so grateful that Rabbi Charlie and the other hostages survived this very horrific incident. Yesterday, I had the privilege to listen to Rabbi Charlie and the FBI Director Christopher Wray speak in a gripping conversation in a webinar of how the situation unfolded and how Rabbi credited so many organizations with the preparation that helped him and the other hostages survive. I commend them and thank them all for playing a role in helping him and the other hostages get out of this horrific situation safely. In a Sikh's daily prayer, we say, Nanak Naam Chaddi Kala Tere Pane Sarbat Pala. This means we pray for the well-being of all humanity, prosperity for everyone in the world, and for global peace. Today, in addition to this prayer, I also pray for Rabbi Charlie and his congregation and all our brothers and sisters of the Jewish faith to condemn all acts of anti-Semitism and violence. As Sikh Americans, our faith teaches us to be defenders of every faith and fight against oppression and hate. Unfortunately, despite our own efforts to fight for the rights of others, we often find ourselves only too familiar with what it means to be a targeted group. 7 members of our own community were killed by a white supremacist at our place of worship, the Gurdwara in Oak Creek, Wisconsin 10 years ago. 4 members of our community were shot at the FedEx facility in Indiana just a year ago. And on a daily basis, we Sikhs also battle hate incidences and hate crimes. Just 2 weeks ago, a Sikh New York City taxi driver at the JFK airport was brutally beaten. So as Sikhs, we are very concerned that all these type of hate crimes, Islamophobia, anti-minority, anti-Semitic, anti-immigrant, and xenophobic sentiments are on the rise and more openly expressed. Personally, I have been engaged in many discussions with federal agencies and other faith-based organizations and have been attending events on how to stop these hate crimes from even happening. Recently, I also joined the steering committee for HASN, which is the Hate Crimes Community Engagement Working Group that's based in the Capitol, to support vulnerable communities and individuals who may experience hate crimes. We are in continuous discussions with other organizations in the DC metro area to combat hate. Also, SALDEF, the organization I work for, together with other AAPI communities, we are all organizing a unity march in June, starting at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. I would like to invite all of you and your congregations to come to DC this June and give your full support to bring real change and eliminate systemic oppression and hate in order for all our communities to thrive. I look forward to working with all of you to build those bridges and bring to fruition our forefathers' vision of this country, that we, regardless of who we are, have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So thank you again, Anila, Alini, and MWEC for giving me this opportunity to represent the Sikh community and be on the call today to stand in solidarity with all of you and especially our Jewish brothers and sisters here today. Thank you.